Thanks, Kip. Certainly an active weekend. Can you believe how much hail we had over the area on Saturday? And we saw this coming, but it's another thing to actually see it take place. Look what happened at Riverside Minute Market right up the road from us in Franklin County, piling up there off the cars there. A good friend of us here at BTW 21, you know him well, Rodney Billings, sent me this picture from Henry County looking into Franklin County. Very low-hanging clouds here. No confirmed tornadoes, because we had some rotation, but it never really got to the ground. But the hail was the bigger story. And again, right up the street into 619 and 220, this was taken by Angie Cruz. Hail and fog, you can't even see the road. And in some cases, you know, we had more hail than we've had snow all winter. Just very impressive. There's Route 40 in Glade Hill. Look at the damage to some of these homes here around the area. Pleasant Hill, you can see the shutters and the siding ripped off, the windows blown out, all from one direction as these gusty winds came in. And in Patrick County, if you go west of here on 58, Meadows of Dan was completely covered near the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's the storm that moved later into Henry County and Franklin County. Just tremendous there. Roads still covered in Ferrum. Look at the washed out road here. You never want to drive across a flooded roadway because this happens. There could be water disguising the fact that there's no road underneath there. And you can see visibility is down a lot, up to 6 inches deep of hail. Tracy Wagner sending in this picture. These folks not going anywhere at the Swift Mountain Lake area. You can see it there piling up around the door, up to 10 inches in some of the corners there from Cheryl Thompson. That was still there Sunday. A lot of it's taken a day or two to melt away. And Meg Carter, 5 hours after the storm, still had hail just inches deep. Unbelievable. So why so much hail? Well, you got to remember, storms tower up into the atmosphere. So we were at 68 degrees during the day on Saturday at the surface, but way up in the sky, this is a 3D image, and you can see up to about 40,000 feet. It was 22 degrees below zero. All right, so what happens is these storms breathe in air from below, and that actually sucks the air from the ground up into the sky. It suspends the rain particles. They collect some ice. They try to fall back down, but because of the intense updrafts, they rotate back around again, each time getting the hail a little bit bigger until finally it's big enough to hit the ground. And you can see Henry County here. This is Saturday. There's another display showing the hail just suspended aloft until it finally got down to the ground. Major weather coverage there. All right, we had an earthquake in Virginia over the weekend, 11:21 p.m. Sunday night, a 3.1. It was felt very near the Mineral area, likely an aftershock as close as Lynchburg and Danville and Stanton feeling that quake. All right, NASCAR fans, all right, we got the race coming up in Martinsville. We may have some showers and storms. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Temperatures 60s and lower 70s. Not much going on the visible satellite picture, so we'll keep it clear. The sun's up tomorrow at 7:14. The lake level's a little bit higher at Smith Mountain Lake, still down at Philpott Lake though, as we continue to look at dry conditions. We may see some frost in the area tonight. We have frost and freeze advisories up to our north, river flood warnings down to the south. Temperatures tonight down to about 32 for Stanleytown, so it's going to get chilly, 35 in the city. And then for Tuesday, 62 Bassett, 64 Axton, 64 Ridgeway, 61 in Spencer. It's actually going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow as you go farther west because we'll be introducing a bit of an easterly flow which will push the warm air back just a little bit, but still lots of sunshine, lots of pollen out there as well. High levels Tuesday, very high Wednesday, high levels of pollen for Thursday as well. The weather will be very quiet in terms of any moisture. A weak cold front's moving through tonight, but the Gulf of Mexico is blocked, and it looks like we'll wait on the weekend to get any rainfall in here. There's a slight chance of something coming our way for Wednesday. That's about it. Overnight tonight, 34 on average, some patchy frost, clear, chilly out there. Winds will turn light. We're back to 62 for the day tomorrow. For Tuesday, not quite as warm with a light easterly wind. And our 5-day forecast, well, how about 80 for Wednesday? Yeah, it gets warm again. We seesaw the temperatures, the sign of spring. A hit or miss storm is possible. The chances appear to be about 30% later Wednesday. And then for Thursday, another windy day, but it's a warm wind at 70. Friday's looking nice. Saturday, not so nice going into the weekend. Again, we may have some issues with rain for the upcoming Martinsville race. Kip.